Hey, so from my own experience over the last few weeks and almost everyone that I've spoken to, it seems as though everybody is going through a really hard time at the moment with certain challenging experiences coming up, lots of tough emotions coming up. And I wanted to kind of talk a little bit about that and also kind of give some tips. I've got kind of 5 steps to cope with some of the darker feelings that we may all be experiencing at the moment. So I'm friends with some astrologists, and they've kind of given me a more astrological explanation for it. And a number of the planets at the moment are in retrograde, and what that means is that it's sort of the planets are taking us back to experiences or challenges that we've had before to kind of see how we're dealing with it again. Now, whether you are or you're not into astrology doesn't really matter. This video isn't about that. This video is much more about how you can cope with what's happening at the moment. I just wanted to, it helped me to kind of have a bit of a wider explanation for why I'm feeling how I'm feeling, because, you know, 2 years ago I was experiencing real severe depression and anxiety, like really bad, to the point where I couldn't get out of bed, I couldn't eat for days. It was a real challenging time for me, and when I was in that space I kind of felt like that was it, that's it, I'm just here forever. And it took me a really long time to get over that. Thankfully, I found lots and lots of tools along the way that helped me to deal with some of the darker experiences that I was having. So when I was re-experiencing that over the last few weeks, initially I panicked and thought, oh my God, I can't believe I'm back here again. I thought I dealt with this. I thought I was over this. And then I remembered some of the tools and the activities and the exercises that I've learnt to be able to deal with some of this stuff. So that's why I wanted to take the opportunity to share that, because the Innocence Guru, it was created for that exact reason. I went through my hard times, I learnt lots of tools, and I just wanted to share that with other people to show them that there is a way of dealing with some of the darker things that come up in life. And actually you can do it yourself. You don't necessarily need somebody to heal you or to show you. You can look within and find out what's going on. So number 1 is that you need to name it. So for example, if you're feeling anxiety, you would name it and say, I'm feeling anxiety. You want to give it lots of labels. So you want to label how it's feeling in your body. So you might want to say that your breathing is high up in your chest, and that your heart is beating fast, that your muscles are tense. Whatever experiences that you're having right there and then that are associated to the anxiety or to the particular emotion that's difficult that you're feeling. So name it, label it, give it a colour if you want to, just anything that helps you to just kind of describe exactly what is going on in you at that time. Number 2 is that you want to detach from it. So it's quite easy when we're stuck in these very, very heavy negative emotions that we would attach ourselves to it. So we would believe that if, we would say, I am depressed, I am anxious, and that's not the case. It's an experience that you're having, and it's an emotion that you're having. So it's important to detach from it. And I'm not saying escape from it. Escapism is a very, very different thing, and it's not a very healthy way of dealing with it. Trust me, I've been there. But detaching from it is just basically removing it from you a little bit. So you can get creative with this if you want to. So you could give it a name. You could give it an identity. You could give it a character. You could give it a personality if you wanted to. Whatever is your way of doing this. So these tools, you can either do them in your mind, you can write them, you can draw, you can do any kind of creative expression that helps you to sort of express this out. But detach from it. So I don't know, you might want to say the anxiety that I'm feeling is called Jeff. I don't like Jeff very much. Jeff's a bit of a dick, to be honest. Whatever it is that helps you to kind of detach from it a little bit and realise that it's just an experience that you're having and you're not it. So the 3rd step is to investigate it. So what you want to do is you want to start understanding a little bit about what it is, where it's coming from, why it's there. So my technique for this is that I will write. So I will ask questions. So I will kind of ask myself a little bit about why are you here? What am I feeling right now? What do I need in order to feel better right now, or in order to deal with the situation that I'm experiencing right now. So, and you can ask whatever questions feel right to you. You might be quite surprised at some of the answers that come up, because you are a very intuitional, very wise person, and quite often the answers that you need are within you. So it's just your opportunity to investigate it. The fourth step is to accept it, and this is it's a process whereby you just stop fighting it. It's, you know, most of the time when we're feeling these challenging feelings, that's a big part of the problem, is that we don't want it to be there. We're angry about the fact that it's there. We feel weak, we feel embarrassed, we feel ashamed. So we're constantly trying to fight to get rid of it. And then what you need to do is actually just accept that it's there. You don't have to like it, you don't have to feel good about the fact that it's there, but just stop fighting it, just accept that it's there. And what happens when you do that is you instantly feel very, very calm, you feel very relaxed, and all of a sudden its grip around you just softens a little bit. So it's still there, but it's not as intense. Number 5, the final step, is to forgive it. You want to offer some compassion for the fact that it's there. You want to offer yourself some compassion for the fact that you're going through this experience. As I said, sometimes you can feel very guilty, you can feel ashamed of the fact that you're feeling this way. So it's about giving yourself some compassion for the fact that you're actually going through this experience at this time. Often people, when they're experiencing mental health issues, can perceive themselves as weak, and that's really not the case. If you're someone who is experiencing those extremely challenging emotions, yet you still manage to get up, get dressed and face the day, then you're a very, very brave person. So it's important for you to acknowledge the strength that it takes for you to get up and deal with these emotions on a daily basis. So forgive it and find yourself a place to have some compassion for yourself. Have some give yourself a hug if need be, whatever it is that works for you, to just kind of have some compassion. So those are the 5 steps. So step 1 is to name it. Step 2 is to detach from it. Step 3 is to investigate it. Step 4 is to accept it. And step 5 is to forgive it. So give it a go. See how you get on. Hopefully some of you who are experiencing some of the challenges right now can put those tools in place, and hopefully it will make things just a little bit easier for you. If anybody needs any help or guidance on this thing, feel free to direct message me either through Facebook or Instagram, or you can check out my website, www.innocenceguru.com. Thanks for watching, and I hope you feel good soon.